What up, YouTube? Okay, we're back. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't do this workout on Friday, but I thought this workout was really cool. And I wanted to share it with you guys because it's different. It's something I wanted to talk through, and it's definitely a unique one. So let's get right to work. Actually, give me 1 second. I gotta find the video. I shot it on my phone today in training. Okay, so the workout. Here's what it is. I'm gonna explain it before we start, so we can get right into it. The workout is 3, 5, 7, 9 ring muscle ups, squat snatches at 135. Then you're gonna rest 1 to 2. So half of the time it took you to do the workout is your rest. So basically, if it took you 5 minutes, you get to rest 2.5 minutes. If it took you 4 minutes, you get to rest 2 minutes. Then you're gonna go do it again, but 9, 7, 5, 3 ring muscle ups, squat snatches at 135, 95 for the ladies. Then you're going to rest 5 minutes, and you're going to do 12, 9, 6 thrusters at the same barbell weight, 135, 95, and 3, 2, 1 legless rope climbs. So 3 back-to-back very powerful gymnastics barbell pieces. I think these are some of the most painful pieces in CrossFit. So let's get right to work. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Boom. So jumping up for the first ring muscle ups, my whole goal starting this workout was unbroken or die on the rings. I thought, I have the capacity. My max set is like almost 3 times 9, so I can do that. As you can see, I have a very weird barbell cycling on the squat snatch. I actually was not making contact with my hips. I was just pulling under it and actually never finishing extension at the hips. This technique's fast for me. It feels efficient. I've done it with lighter weights. I've actually never experimented with 135 doing this with a snatch. So it's definitely different. Trying to keep the transitions under 5 seconds to get to the bar, and then 5 to 8 seconds to hop up to the rings. As you'll notice, I train on longer straps. I think my straps are about 10 feet. These are about as long as they'll get in a competition unless you're at Wadapalooza. And with going ascending in the beginning, it's one of those things where you really have to ride the fine line of what's too hot. These workouts back to back to back are all sprinty, but when you look at the total volume, there's a lot going on here. So overhead position, just being really stacked, making sure I'm not wasting energy, being all sloppy with the shoulders. I'm not bending over immediately to pick up the bar. I'm taking 1 breath between reps. But I'm definitely trying to not waste any time. So transitioning back to the rings, we're already on the set of 7. So this is a quick one, guys. 24 total reps in the first one, 24 total reps in the second one. That's ring muscle ups, 24, squat snatch 24. So that makes for 48 total muscle ups and squat snatches. And when we get to the thrusters later, I'll talk about them. But yeah, I've been having this problem with ring muscle ups. When I start to do big sets, I start swinging front to back a lot. So if you gymnastic coaches watching this have any tips for how to not swing back and forth so much, let me know. I'm trying to stay pretty vertical in these squat snatches, guys. I like to have more of a 45-ish degree torso, which I'm working on staying more vertical in my catch, which it means I'm increasing my thoracic mobility to have a better upright position and also adductor mobility. So one thing here is my width on the bar. I'm not trying to care too much about. I'm trying to just bend over and go. One thing I learned with snatches is that the more time I take in the setup, actually, the more time and more fatigue I'm accumulating. So don't care much about the setup when you're trying to go fast. Obviously, don't be reckless and be like way different hand to hand, but try and have a consistent feel for where your hand should go so you don't have to stare at it. So that was a longer rest. It's about 10 seconds, 12 seconds now. Hopping up for the set of 9. And I held my unbroken or die on this, disclaimer. I'm really trying here to not swing crazy front to back. Usually starts happening to me around 7 reps. I think it's because I'm pushing back off the rings instead of completely pushing up. But my lockout's good. I've never really been no repped besides 2017 as a teenager. If you know, you know. So you can kind of see that swing be a little crazy. And here's rep 9. Lock it out. Boom. Okay, 9 squat snatches left. I was not going to touch and go because I knew I had a lot of work left up, but I do know that this was getting to be grippy at this point. My legs were a little bit fatigued. I had a big leg day the day before. Today was upper body strength day, so lots of pulling and pushing before this. But yeah, that's what we do. We push, pull, legs, hinge, all the good stuff. We do every movement pattern in CrossFit. That's why I love CrossFit. So yeah, only a few more reps left, and then this first part of 3 of the workout is done. There really wasn't a ton of urgency yet in the workout because I knew that there's so much coming up, like I said, but still trying to finish this up relatively quick. I still have not made hip contact with the barbell yet. Maybe it would have helped me speed up if I made hip contact, but more I'm just doing that dive under because it's light enough. This is about like 45% of my max snatch, so it doesn't feel too heavy. Anyways, I finished that one up at like 4:35, so I got a 2 minute and 17-second rest because remember, you get 1 to 2 rests, so half of the rest that you worked. So we're gonna fast forward. Ready? We're gonna fast forward. Aaron, I'll let you know when we're starting up. Aaron's the one who edits all these videos for me. Shout out Aaron, you're amazing. So we rested our 217. Now we're starting with the 9-7-5-3. Starting on the ring muscle ups. We already done 24 reps of each. Here we go. So starting 9 ring muscle ups here. I thought this one would actually be a little bit easier because you start with the hardest rep scheme. Where on the last one you finished with the 9, so I thought it was beautifully programmed. Shout out Matt Torres. My goal on this piece was to be somewhat close to my first time because I had more energy on the first one. I don't have the prior fatigue. So somewhat close, meaning at most a 3 to 5% deviation in my score. So my first score was 435. So let's see if I can do that. I am trying to rush the transitions, but take my time a little bit between the reps. That was like a 3 to 5 second transition. In my head right now, I'm thinking, ooh, yeah, we feel good. Push it early. So sometimes in training, you push it early and see what happens. Today was a good day to try that. I was actually really pleased with this performance, given that I'm on long straps and this is kind of my 3rd day of training on. I was really pleased with this. I've never been a guy to struggle with squat depth in a squat snatch, but sometimes when I do overhead squats, I struggle. I don't know why, but yeah, I've never really struggled getting full depth in these. If you do, thoracic and adductor mobility, open those hips up. It'll help. I flip my grips around after the ring muscle ups. They don't get in the way of me grabbing the snatch bar. Some people just leave them facing forward. I like to flip them. It only takes me like 2 seconds, and I just do it in my transition. I wear different grips on the rings than I do on the bar. I have a bunch of different grips I wear for different things. It's kind of funny. So now we're going to set 7. If you see, that's Johnny walking next to me. He's doing the workout with me. He did the exact same one. Shout out Johnny for joining in. So set of 7 here. I think I need to throw my hips just a little bit better and not get so parallel with the ground. I need to keep my chest up a little bit, and that might help me with not flying so much on my turnover. So yeah, set of 7 here. I knew this is probably the crux of the workout. The 5 and the 3 weren't going to crush me because I can kind of do 5 or 3 anytime when I'm fatigued. So I knew the 7 was going to be the hardest one to push. So still getting down low, drop it low, drop it low. I hit the hips there for the first time. I was starting to realize my grip was getting really taxed doing the no contact snatch. I wanted to rest there at the bottom, but I said, Mama didn't raise no B. And by B, I mean bad boy. Bad boys take too much rest between reps. Yeah. Not much to say about this right now. We're just doing a set of 7. But I am a lot of reps in if you consider the first workout. So Amanda 45 is a workout that was supposed to be programmed at the games last year on Thursday that we didn't get to do due to the run swim Lazar situation. This was supposed to be a workout. We did that night. No one was wanting to compete the rest of that day, obviously, so we will see if this is reprogrammed at some point. It was done in 2017, Amanda 45, which is 13-11-975. It was done in 2017 and hasn't been programmed since, so we'll see if Albany, New York is the place it comes back. Here's set of 5. Yeah, we're on 5. Turnover is still strong. I'm never catching too low with these. Dip feels strong too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hands on and 4. Okay, we're just a few reps away from finishing up. I used a C70S shorty bar, so that's why I have the 5s on the inside of the 45s. The bar only weighs 35 pounds. Still hitting the hips, helping the grip a little bit. Use the hips a little bit more instead of just grip and ripping. As you can see, I'm patient with the dive under with these. I'm not trying to just dive under it too quick, but rather ride the bar down. Okay, set of 3. Get up there. I'm hurting. We're 45 reps in at this point of each movement. So 3 and 3 stand between me and being done with part 2. My grip was the most fatigued at this point. Chest was a little bit blown. Legs are doing pretty good, even though it's a lot of squat snatches. 3. Okay, 3 squat snatch. And at this point, I'm like, you got a 5-minute rest coming up. Go touch and go. So, touch and go here. And bada bing, bada boom. I was 440, so very close to my other time. 435, 440. Now, I get a 5-minute rest, and we're going to 2 completely different movements. So 48 reps of each. And I'm going to skip ahead here. And you guys, we will start 3, 2, 1. Oh, wait. False call. Go now. Just keeping you guys on your toes. So, we're doing 12 thrusters to start. 3, 4, 5. Unbroken or die here, guys. 6. Legs were fresh. Pressing was not fresh. I actually am really proud of the way these looked at this point. So the 5-minute rest felt like a lot, but my body still was not good at all. My grip and my pressing still felt really tired. Legless rope climbs. I just have to touch that beam. These did not feel good at all. I'm pretty good at legless rope climbs because I'm tall and I got good upper body pulling, but these were some hard reps. Goal here was just move fast, don't stop moving, get right back to that thruster, get up on the legless rope climb whenever I feel like I had the energy to not swing too much on the rep. And I did end up having to swing a lot at the top of these. So there's 12 and 3. Honestly, this was half the workout, so I'm more than halfway home. Quick one. Okay, we're going to set of 9. See that matching knee sleeves and wrist sleeves? Yeah, I'm cool like that. I love a good matching set. So yeah, actually, since it's upper body day, doing all this squatting didn't feel great, but you know, it was only 27 reps, so we got it done. I know a lot of people don't train the way I do. They'll just do full body every day, but we trying to keep the upper as upper days and lower as lower days as much as we can. Boom, we're on the set of 2 legless rope climbs. Really hurting here at this point. The 5-minute rest did not feel like 5 minutes. I'm thinking, can't wait for this to be over. A lot of pain. Good painful combo here. One of the more painful ones in CrossFit. Thrusters, burpees, thrusters, rope climbs, thrusters, pull-ups. Thrusters are the common denominator. Okay, 6 left. Pick the bar up. Ever since the games last year with 135 thrusters, I started realizing, you know, I may be tall, but I can thruster for some reason. So just try and treat it like a strength now. I try and treat everything like a strength because it's all a mental game, mostly in this sport. So I was not confident enough finishing those thrusters. I could jump right up and finish this final rep on the rope climbs. So obviously I waited a sec till I knew I was ready. So this is the last rep of the workout and a big swing and hoorah. I was just under 230 on this. It was like 228 or 230. So all done. Grip really hurt. Had to rest my arms a while before starting my next piece. This was a very classic games piece. Like this was fast, pedal to the metal, make no mistakes, and very high skill involved. So I was proud of this performance. I think on short straps with the rings, I could have cut some time off. Would have been a little easier. Some people like the long straps. I don't know why. I don't vibe with them, but I train on them because I'm not as good at them, and they're more of what show up in competition. So 3 parts of this workout, all pretty difficult. This was on a Wednesday, July 2nd it is, and we are 28 days out from being in Albany. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. When it comes out, we'll be even closer to Albany. And if you guys enjoyed me talking to you through my workout, make sure to like and subscribe for more. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you for the next one. I am James, and I like CrossFit.